I'm Lisa, the artist behind Lachri Fine Art. It is Tuesday, so I'm here to critique another one of your paintings or drawings. If you have an original painting or drawing that you would like to submit for critique, head over to my website, lachri.com/critiques. That link is below in the video description, and you can submit your work there. Today's critique comes from artist Catherine Scudder. She has painted this 18 by 24 inch in acrylics. Catherine normally works with colored pencils. She said this was her first attempt at acrylics. And wow, that's a really good first attempt. You really did a good job getting that acrylic paint to blend for you, getting your background pretty smooth. Great work there. And of course I love your bubbles because they're my bubbles. I really like the turtle's face too. The way that you've got the detail in the shading, his eye is gorgeous. And I like how on all of the black patches, or not black, but the brown patches on the turtle's arms, you didn't just go solid black or solid brown. You've made them fade from light to dark. So there's that variation in there. Great, great job. So looking at a few things we can adjust to improve on this even more. Now I don't have your reference photo, so we're not even going to take your line drawing into consideration. I normally am always focusing on making sure that your drawing is accurate. I have nothing to compare to here, so we're not going to talk about that. What we are going to talk about instead are your color choices and the overall design of your painting. First is the color of the turtle. That contrast between those yellows versus the blue is really, really harsh. It doesn't feel like the turtle is a part of the scene. It feels like he's kind of cut out from somewhere else and stuck on top of the blue background. So in order to make them feel like they're more a part of each other, you would want to pull the colors from the background into the turtle. You will still be able to have some of those yellows on there, but if we can bring them together more, it'll make them feel like they're both a part of the same scene. So the first thing that I've done is just tone down that yellow a lot. I removed the bright color there. I've also hyped up the contrast of your background a little bit and adjusted the lighting so where the brightest parts of the light and the turtle's shell meet, I've softened that line down so it's not quite as harsh, which makes it look more like the light is really coming from behind him there. Going a step further than what I've done in the sample here, I would recommend take a lot of these blues and the turquoise teal colors that you've used in the background and pull those into his shell. So where you've got the darker oranges, my notes are in my lap, but where you've got the darker oranges and browns, I would mix a lot of streaks of those blues and teal colors in there as well, so that again, it will all feel like they go together. Whenever you're changing the background from whatever your original reference photo is, you really want to make sure that those colors are working together. And the easiest way to do that is just to combine those areas. If I'm painting a wolf, for example, if the photograph of the wolf was in a green forest, some of that green would probably be picking up in his coat. But if I wanted to change it to a gray forest, I've got to switch the wolf, the reference photo. I can't paint the greens in there, it won't look right. I've instead got to pull grays from the background into the wolf's coat. And that's going to be the same here with your turtle, or really anytime you're mixing a different background with a different subject. Got to make sure that the colors are bouncing off each other and working well together, so that they feel like they're all a part of the same scene. Next, we're going to take a look at how you've applied the paint. You sent a great close-up of the turtle's face. And the turtle's face, everything's blended very smoothly. But when you look at his neck, you've got a lot of what we call dry brushing, where those little dots, the brown over the yellow, you can see the little dots of yellow showing through. When this happens, that is called dry brushing. And the thing that causes that is not having enough water or paint on your brush. Now, I know a lot of beginning acrylic books will encourage students to dry brush, but I generally avoid it pretty much all the time. I don't like the look at all. If you like it, you can keep doing it. But for the most part, most people are going to prefer paint that is very smooth in this style. But it's one of those things that it happens a lot in acrylic paint because it's hard to paint fast enough and keep the paint wet long enough to have that smooth, soft, wet into wet look. So again here, whenever you've got those little dots start to pop up, just mix a little bit more paint and water together onto your brush, and that will get you that smoother look. You have done a great job here. I can't believe this is your first painting. So well done. Thanks for watching. If you're new to my channel, I have new video critiques every Tuesday where I'm critiquing your original paintings or drawings, my own speed paintings, drawings, and tutorials every Wednesday, social media tips for artists each Thursday, and artist vlogs every weekend. So if you haven't already, I would love for you to subscribe so you don't miss out on anything. And you can follow me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Tumblr, Google+, all those social media sites. The links are below in the video description, where you can keep up with news, my newest work, and see real-time clips of whatever it is I'm currently working on. I'll see you guys tomorrow.